cool cats and kittens. How are you? So I will talk about something I normally don't talk about, which is Oracle decks. And this is Oracle of the Radiant Sun. It's a kit, comes with a book by Caroline Smith and John Astrop. And it's by Red Feather. And currently available, it's not out of print. And if you notice, my suns are upside down. I don't think that was intentional. Little yellow ribbon. The ribbon pulls out the drawer. It's attached in the back, like that. And here is the book. And the cards. They're in two pieces. So, here's the book. The book is actually pretty decent. It's sort of two-color. It's sort of a yellow and black. And it's a lot with astrology. And it's a nice, I think this is a nice set. I looked at the pictures of the deck, and I was like, this is really nice. I really like it. So here's the deck in order. It's kind of playing card size. Has the sun on the back. The box has a plastic paper insert, and there's the inside of it. Of course, you could take the plastic out, and the cards would just kind of flop around. The cards are not, I mean, they're pretty, kind of flimsy, actually. Do I think they'd prone to chip? Yeah, I do. Do they slide? Kind of make a sound. Not too slick. But the reason that what made me really want to get this deck is I just love the artwork. Not that it's more collage than anything, but it's done very well. And it's a different deck. There's a keyword at the bottom. We have astrological symbols, the planet, the zodiac, and you can consult the book about further meanings. So here we have St. George and the Dragon, assertion, acquisition. We have sort of a French bend to it. And I like how it's sort of the tableau of the card is one part, two parts. So we have the main and then the secondary. Versatility. Here we have sort of a Indian bend to it. Notice that we have isn't that the sun? That's the sun, isn't it? Luckily the book, hey, it tells you, yeah, it's the sun, the dot. I always think of the earth, but I should think of sun, planets rotating around the sun. Resourcefulness. I think this kind of harkens back to isn't it like an Aesop's fable where the crow drops the pebbles into the container to make the water level rise so you can get a drink. Sun. Here we have Egyptian. Health. And the size of the cards are actually really kind of cute. They feel nice in the hand, and it feels like, it's not tarot, it's an oracle deck. I'm not too crazy about oracle decks, but the artwork, I don't know, this drew me to it. Harmony. This looks sort of like a Hercules card. Enthusiasm. Achievement, we have a city. Idealism. Vision, this crazy foxcat thing. And that is the sun. So this one is, so these 12 12 zodiac. This was the sun, and now we have the moon. So we have the moon in Taurus. I love this card, it's very pretty, the fruit. Is that moon in Taurus? Moon in Aries, moon in Taurus. Here we have again, sort of Indian with Egyptian. Moon in Gemini, adaptability. So the idea that, it's the moon or the planet within the zodiac is that's pure astrology, and that's something I'm not terribly familiar with. So this would help you kind of feel like you're learning something. Friendship, appreciation, order, sort of a garden, a planting, companionship. Ooh, this is very surreal, the woman and the gate and sort of it looks like a eclipse. Power, optimism. For these, the tableau has switched from main, secondary, main, secondary. Independence. Empathy. We have a little bird with a ear. And that is the moon. So now we have Mercury. Mercury in Taurus, the bull. Excitement. Intuition. Drama. Is that good drama? Or is it bad drama? Or is drama just... because the meaning of drama itself is you're acting out, emotions, or and drama causing, unnecessary emotions in people. So it's kind of one word. Nobody knows what it means. Caution. I like all those. And for these, the tableau is diagonal, which is interesting. There's definitely some thought put into this. Influence. Got Adam and Eve and the serpent with Mercury in its tongue. Extremism. Is that a prenup, or is it, what is that? Discovery. Organization. Then we have Mercury. Originality. Inspiration. And then we get to Venus. I always remember Venus because it looks like the female symbol. Lust. And these are very Venus. Romance. Flattery. Birth. Very feminine. Affair. Saucy. Discrimination. Would that be discrimination as far as lovers, or discrimination against people? Indecision. Can't decide which lover is the best. Secrets. Flirtation. Convention. Where's that white picket fence? Detachment. I'm with you, but not with you. Got a phrenology bus there. submission. The bird's in the cage, but the door is open. Is it willful submission? Here we have Mars, which is typically very masculine, aggressive, impulsiveness. This tableau is broken into 3 pieces. Defense, decision, strategy, quarrel, egotism, criticism. This hand reminds me, I've mentioned this before, the Sesame Street pinball machine sung by the Pointer Sisters. The 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Ooh. That hand reminds me of that. Which reminds me of the art of the Yellow Submarine. The artist's name, Max. Yeah. Choice. Revenge. Here we have, this is Perseus with the head of Medusa, supposedly. Domination. We have 2 wrestlers. Or, well, I don't think Cain and Abel wrestled. Abel was just clubbed to death. And we have Christianity and Islam. Authority. The pyramid says Jehovah, or Jehovah. Jehovah. Rebellion. And escape. Instead of being defeated, you escape. You run away. You retreat. You escape. Or maybe you avoid. Here we have Jupiter. Let's see, there's Jupiter. And then Saturn. And that's it, because that's... so why are not all the planets there? Well, because in ancient times, certain planets hadn't been discovered yet. So you don't have Pluto, you don't have Uranus, Neptune. Those planets weren't part of they weren't discovered until later, as far as astronomy goes. So a lot of times traditional astronomy only deals with the few ones that were discovered. Enterprise. Status. Bluff. Here we have I think that's a Minoan figure. Or an attempt at speculation. Here the circle says Astronomica, Vismont, Alchemia, Vitriol, Veritas, Anatomia, Philosophia, Sulfur, the crab, Publicity, Patience, Negotiation, Manipulation, Principle, Control. I have not seen that symbol, the T, Ouroboros, but I don't know if I haven't seen that. Innovation, Seduction. I love the heart there. And the last suit, or really it's the last planet, this would be Saturn. We have a bear fetish there, a key. So this we return to the tableau of two, but these are two equal. Ostentation. Concentration. I mean, these are fun. The cards themselves remind me of like maybe old school Valentines that you would give was just, you know, a piece of paper with an image on it. Charity. Generosity. Isolation. Devotion. Here we have a bird with the dead bird not leaving its side. We have a labyrinth here. This is inheritance. Fulfillment. Alpha and Omega. Riches. Eccentricity, which is kind of funny looking, and loss. And that is that. So more of this is sort of like an astrology deck. It's called Oracle of the Radiant Sun, but really it could be the astrological oracle or something. But anyway, that's it. It reminds me a lot of the let's see if I try to divide these up equally. It reminds me a lot of the Tarot of the Holy Light, which I really like. It is collage, but it's done in such a really interesting way that it's interesting and not boring, and there's so much to look at. So, of the Sun. Introduction. And then each card has its own page. Tells you, so let's randomly choose one. Okay, birth. This is Venus in Cancer. Venus love. Cancer is nurturing, attachment. The angel of birth above a newborn baby. The rocky cavern suggests the hard, protective shell of Cancer. Above, the sun, moon safeguard the birth. The two sigils represent the seal of Venus and the spirit of Venus. I did not know that. So a lot of thought has been put into this. Personal events, the birth of a child, the adoption or increase of the family, celebration of an anniversary, or reunion with childhood friends. So it's pretty explicit. Oh, and in the corner, Mercury, the suit of change. Venus, the suit of love. Mars, the suit of action. Jupiter of gain. Saturn, suit of ambition. And the sun year. Talks about sun readings. So yeah, the book is very nice. The one that came with it. It's a really nice set. Even though the quality of the cards is not meant for like heavy use. It's a nice little gift. There you go. Anyway, so that's the Oracle of the Radiant Sun. Astrology cards to illuminate your life. Carolyn Smith, John Astrop. Currently you can buy it. So yeah.